Hi guys, so I promised you a quick teaching video of knee fold, so let's hit it, shall we? So we're going to come down onto the mat, and it's just a refresher from what we've done in class. So we're going to come on down and set up first through the posture. So just bring in the inside edges of the legs and the feet together. We're going to walk the toes out, bring the heels out. It's going to bring you into this parallel hip width apart position. And then we're just going to think about the position of the spine now. So the chin is very gently tucked in, forehead and chin parallel to each other, and it's fine here to use your rolled up towel behind your head if you feel that your chin is lifted here. And please take it out before we do spinal curl at the end. But chin is down and back of the neck is long, and you're thinking about the nose, the chin, the breastbone, pubic bone, all to be in one long line. So just feel into your body. And then we're going to open the collarbones. Maybe walk the shoulder blades underneath and the palms face the ceiling. And let's just release off first with a couple of breaths. So breathing low into the belly, feel it expand. And then just exhale and allow the pelvis to grow really heavy. Focus your mind there. Soften, soften, soften all around your hips. A breath into the belly, in through the nose. Breathing out like you're breathing directly through the backs of your ribs. Soften and melt the rib cage. Allow the collarbones to widen. And one more time, breath into the belly. And this time, exhale, let the back of your head just melt down into the mat. Soften your jaw, relax everything in your face. And now that the body's relaxed, we can start to recruit the muscles that we want to recruit, because obviously Pilates is all about control. So we're going to come on down to the pelvis and just set up into neutral before we switch the core on. So remember, the exercise is the compass. The pubic bone is south, the navel is north, east and west are on these hip bones here. Pubic bone, just the bony prominence between your legs here that you can feel. So on my exhalation, I'm going to squeeze my abs really firmly. I'm going to feel my pelvis move. The pubic bone is going to want to lift. And then I'm going to tuck, maybe press gently through the heels, tuck the tailbone, imprint the spine into the floor. And then I'm going to inhale and just come back to the central point. This time I'm going to exhale and I'm going to hollow out through my lower back. I don't know if you can see. I'm really hollowing my lower back and dropping my tailbone down, navel lifting. And then inhale back to centre. Exhale, one hip bone gently lifts from the floor, maybe push into the foot. Inhale, centre. Exhale, other hip bone lifts. And inhale, centre. One more time. Exhale, roll it back, imprint the spine. Inhale, centre. Exhale to south. Inhale, centre. Exhale, one hip bone lifts, the other drops. Inhale, centre, and exhale, opposite side. Inhale, centre. And now we're just going to very gently go north to south and then come back to neutral. So on that next exhalation, just about half of what you just did. The lower back not actually pushing down, I'm just slightly tucked. And release to centre, and then the opposite way down to south. And inhale, centre. And as you let the pelvis relax down, we've released off the muscles around the hip now, and you should feel that you're in a good neutral. This means that these two hip bones at the front of the pelvis, bony prominences, and the pubic bone are parallel to each other and to the ceiling. This is your neutral. You should feel that you have a little gap between your low back and the floor, but it's not excessive. We were talking after class, a couple of us, and saying you can, if it does feel like it's a big gap and it feels unstable for you, you're neutral, you can put a rolled up towel there just to give you that added support, and that's absolutely fine. So from there, guys, let's take it into the knee fold. So we're going to switch the core on first, and we went through this, it's from the pelvic floor. So on the next exhalation, you're in neutral, pull up the pelvic floor and you're pulling it up really firmly, and you're going to feel something change in your belly when you pull that pelvic floor right up. These are the muscles you'd use if you need to get in the bathroom and someone's in there, and then just release it completely. Now just put the hands on, feel the squidge, and it's beautiful. And then push quite deep in either side of the six pack. So come out just between those edges of your central muscle and your hip bones, maybe an inch in from the hip bones. Push down and now pull up the pelvic floor firmly, and you can feel that deep layer starting to kick in. That's your core. That's where it is. It's the last layer of muscle between your insides between your abdominal contents, the intestines, and the external muscles. So it's really deep. So you can feel that muscle has stiffened, release it off. And this time we're just going to pull up the pelvic floor about 50%. So about 50% of what we could maximally do. This is the core. This is where we want it to be. And 30 to 50% for most Pilates exercises. Now, core is on, pelvis neutral. This is a great start. We're going to put the hand on the belly. We're checking that the belly doesn't dome, which is loss of core, navel pushes towards the ceiling, or the pelvis moves in any of the directions that we just went through with the compass. So we're staying absolutely still. This is your absolute centre. That's what it is. This is your girdle of strength, as they call it, your absolute central point. We want it to be strong. That's what the exercise is, not about the legs. I could move my legs and do this all day and achieve absolutely nothing for my core. Focus on your pelvis. So core is on, hand is on to check that nothing happens with the pelvis. Feel into the back too. And then let's just think about the other foot first. That foot is light on the floor. My right foot is very light on the floor, like it's balanced on that bag of potatoes. On my exhalation, I'm going to start to peel the heel of my left foot from the floor. And it's coming up a gram at a time, I'm going to leave my toe down. I'm going to inhale, bring it down. I'm going to exhale. Now my left foot is light as I peel my right foot from the floor. On the inhale, bring it down. Let's do it again. Exhale. Both feet are light. Both feet are light and both feet stay light. This one, I'm not pushing my toe down into the floor. I'm lifting like I'm going to lift the whole leg. And then I change my mind. I inhale, bring it down. This is not about the leg, remember. This is about your pelvis. Really feel into it. Fix the pelvis with your core, with your pelvic floor. And it's called transverse abdominis, if anyone likes anatomy and physiology. And when I've looked, transverse abdominis, the deep core muscle. Let's do one more. Exhale, heel. Inhale down, and we'd always make the sides even. Exhale, peel the heel, gram by gram from the floor. Inhale, bring it down. Okay, so once you've mastered that, this is the very, very important base layer. Then you can take it into a knee fold, but please make sure you get that first level right. From there, you'd exhale, peel the heel, and then start to lift the whole leg. And no jumping, doming, or movement of the pelvis, of course. That's what it's all about, the pelvis, remember. Thigh at a right angle to the body, lower leg right angle to the upper leg. Relax the chest, take a breath in. Exhale, the foot comes down towards the floor and it's coming down again, a gram at a time. There's no pressure in the other foot. All controlled by centre. Take that breath. Exhale, heel floats, toe floats up above the pelvis. Checking with my hand, breathing in. Exhale, down it comes, other foot super light on the floor. That's your knee fold, guys. So get this exercise and you will absolutely fly Pilates. We're just going to quickly cool down with the spinal curl. So again, we're thinking about pelvic position, we're in neutral. And of course, practice the knee fold, stop the video, practice the knee folds. I thought I'd put this in there because it's just quite a nice way to finish. So the chest is open, we're hip width apart, and core is on. And then on the exhale for this one, again, we're going to roll the pelvis to north. So lower fibres of the six pack are working. I'm scooping my pubic bone up, and then I'm scooping my tailbone up by squeezing my bum cheeks and starting to peel the bones of the spine away. Remember, you've taken your little roll up towel out if you had one in. The collarbones are relaxed at the top. I'm going to take my breath in, really squeeze my bum cheeks, and then exhale, and I'm bringing the bones of the spine down one at a time. Just lengthening the tail towards the heels. Chest stays relaxed, the chin stays down, taking my breath. Core is on, exhale, roll it back. Squeeze the bum cheeks and peel the spine away. And you're thinking about a gradual progression. It's like you're picking up a string of beads from the floor. Wide breath in. It's not high. I'm finishing the exercise just below my shoulder blades. And for us ladies, it's quite convenient because most of us wear a bra, not all of us, but the ones that do, that marks the area where you would stop, and most gents know where that is. Take a breath in, exhale, roll it back. The back of the neck stays long, remember, the chin is staying down. Tuck and squeeze and roll. And you don't have to come up as high as just below the shoulder blades. Come to where is comfortable, where it feels that you're getting the most from this exercise, because Pilates, remember, is all about you and getting control of your body. That's what separates it from other exercise systems. Other exercise systems sometimes blasting through movements in kind of a state of unawareness sometimes. Let's do one more. Exhale, roll it up. Here we're completely focused in what's happening with the body. You're feeling into every muscle, every bone. I can feel that my bum cheeks are squeezing. I can feel that my core is on, my lower abdominals are on. I can feel the spine leaving the floor, that my collarbones and jaw muscles are soft. I feel the breath coming into the rib cage, and then as I exhale, are my knees dropping to the outside? No, I'm going to push my kneecaps towards my middle toes and try and lengthen the spine now, coming down one bone at a time, trying to separate each bone. So good for the spine. Uncurl from neutral, and then just picking up the legs, just stretching out the bum cheeks, give them a hug. Remember, you can hold on the thighs if you prefer. Just have a little rock and roll. And then we'll have a little hamstring stretch. Just to finish, that's the backs of the thighs that we're going to stretch out. And then again, we covered this in class. It's nice to do after spinal curl. So if when you sit in this position, your inwards curve in your low back, your neutral curve disappears, and you feel that you're just like, oh, this is hellish sitting this way, it's fine. So what you would do is bend your knees sufficiently, relax your feet, bend your knees sufficiently that you can get neutral, that you're on your sitting bones and you've got your inwards curve. And then your exercise would be to straighten the legs slightly. You're not expecting the backs and knees to come to the floor. Remember, this is your exercise system for you and your body as you redress any imbalances that are built up. So you'd exhale, bring the knees gently down with no force at all, breathe into it, being kind to your body, and exhale, release, take a breath, exhale, bringing the knees back down, breathe into it, exhale, release, and you keep going with that. If, however, the knees are quite happy to come to the floor, you can flex the feet and stay neutral. You're going to lengthen up through the spine, take a breath, check core, and as you exhale, tip the pelvis forward. It's not the same as just tipping from the back. It's my pelvis, my hips that are tipping forward here. I'm keeping my knees down gently, gently towards the floor, and then rolling through the spine, not reaching for the feet. The hands are on the floor beside the knees, and then tucking the chin, maybe, and lengthening through the crown of the head. Keeping the knees down, remember, breathe into it. And then exhale, bone by bone, just like spinal curl, we're coming up, but we're looking for the stretch for this in the backs of the thighs. Let's just do one more. Guys who are doing the extension of the knees, stay with it. Take a breath. Exhale, tip hips. And then roll spine. Tucking the chin, lengthen through the crown, breathe in. And then exhale, restack. Coming up tall. Through the spine, shoulders down. Well done, guys. So obviously you can try all of them, you can do a little bit of it. It's entirely up to you. Do what serves you. And remember, I just can't stress it strongly enough that this is your Pilates journey, and it is about your body, taking your body from where it is now and really helping your body to find its strength again, to find its flexibility. You definitely won't get that by rushing. You get your mind into the bits that need help and help those bits, because you can't fight it. It's getting frustrated with your body is pointless. It's just getting frustrated with yourself. So don't do it, guys. Stay with it. Love your body. Look after it. And I'll see you next week. Hope you found it helpful. Take care, my lovelies. Bye.